Guys, this is Mr. Joshy J, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about McLaren. Yes, one of my favourite F1 teams and loyal subscriber MUFC Racers Formula 1 team. He is a huge McLaren fan. So, right, let's talk about McLaren. Right, let's talk about Daniel Riccardo first of all. I mean, McLaren simply need to drop Daniel Riccardo. Zac Brown is very unhappy with Daniel Ricciardo's performances. He seems to be getting outdone by Lando Norris every week, and he's just looking like a finished man at McLaren. So to me, I reckon a contender to replace him at McLaren is Pierre Gasly, because obviously we just had the breaking news yesterday that Sergio Perez has signed a brand new contract to Red Bull until 2024. So that means Gasly is not going to get a chance at the 18 anytime soon. So I can see Gasly replacing Ricciardo at McLaren. Yeah, I mean, Ricciardo's just a finished man. He's underperforming. He's not getting the results. Norris just seems to be outperforming him. It's so sad. Once Ricciardo was such a great driver, definitely a future world champion contender, but these days he just looks like bang average. It's just such a shame. I used to love Daniel Ricciardo overtaking, best of the late breakers. He used to pull off some epic overtakes when he was in the Red Bull. Then he went to Renault, obviously didn't stay there for long. Then he joins McLaren, but Ricciardo does this, he moves teams like, well, I don't know, up and down, like a fiddler's elbow, the amount of times Ricciardo moves teams. So yeah, it's just like, he's finished, unfortunately. Daniel Ricciardo, it's such a shame, because I really like him, and my loyal subscriber F1 fan gamer, but he's got a new name now. But yeah, he's a huge Daniel Ricciardo fan. He's liked him since the Red Bull days, but I mean, I really wanted it to work out for Daniel Ricciardo and McLaren. I really did, Me being a massive McLaren fan, it's like, when he won that race last year in Monza, I literally cheered and clapped my hands when McLaren won again, because, boy oh boy, it's been a long time since we'd won a race. I mean, the first victory since November 2012, Jenson Button, Brazil 2012. That was McLaren's first win since then, last season. Oh, I'm so happy for Daniel. But I would love to know what's happened. But yeah, I mean, Ricciardo, I'm sorry, but he's finished. Right, let's talk about Zac Brown. I think Zac Brown is doing a phenomenal job at McLaren. He took over from Eric Boullier as team principal. We all knew that McLaren and the Honda partnership reunion didn't work out at all, because the power unit was unreliable. The car kept breaking down. Fernando Alonso calling it a GP2 engine. GP2 engine. GP2. What? I mean, but yeah, Zac Brown is obviously a huge fan of Lando Norris, because he signed a new contract with them. I think it was near the end of last season. So Norris, yeah, I think he is a good driver, but don't think he's a future world champion though, Lando Norris. I mean, but obviously Zac Brown believes in Lando Norris, so that's great, but you have to give Lando credit. He's beating Daniel Ricciardo fair and square at the moment, and obviously Zac Brown deserves huge credit. I mean, the amount of times McLaren were near the podium last season, fighting with Ferrari. In the end, they lost out on the battle to Ferrari, because Ferrari improved near the end of last season. But Zac Brown has turned McLaren into a great team again. And long may it continue. Obviously, Bahrain, they were shambolic. I mean, right near the back and that. But since then, they've definitely improved since Bahrain. But yeah, McLaren are doing well. Let's hope it continues. Gasly, how do I think he'll do McLaren? I think he'll be a good fit. I honestly do. And I believe he'll go wheel to wheel with Lando. But anyway, comment your thoughts down below. I will always reply. Yeah, I thought, let's talk about McLaren for a change. As I said, one of my favourite teams, and definitely MUFC Racer's favourite team. Yeah, keep it up, McLaren. Bye-bye.